Hey guys, how's it going? Andy here, and welcome to my channel. I've been sitting on this idea for so long, but never fully pulled the trigger, but I guess now's that time. To be honest, I'm surprised actually that I've been sitting through a pandemic for almost 4 months now, and I'm only doing this now. But as they say, better late than never, I guess. Now, before I dive right into our topic today, I do want to preface the work that you see in the background. What you see is a time lapse of my sketching phase for a piece that I'm working on as part of Art of Maxine V's Draw This in Your Style challenge over on Instagram. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I'll throw her handle up on the screen, as well as the piece that I'm referencing for the sketch. So yeah, with that all out of the way, let's jump right into the video. For this first video, I want to take a moment to speak on the idea and struggle of staying within the bounds of our comfort zone. Now, the way I see it, it's this self-defined and self-imposed confinement that we build that, overall restricts our growth and progress as artists, especially if you're a budding artist like myself. And what's worse is that a lot of it comes from fear and doubt. It could be fear of failure, fear of criticism, doubt of our skill or our intellect. The list goes on. So what are some common ways that the comfort zone might hinder our development? Well, one way is by sticking to the same subject matter, be it Pinterest girls, Instagram models, rocks, and never really challenging ourselves to do something different or even just tackling the things that need improvement. Another big one I see is sticking to the same workflow, using the same methods in the same order over and over again, never really trying to branch out and explore new methods. Another way, and quite unfortunately, I know artists who've done this, but passing on opportunities because they doubt their own abilities, be it the ability to hit deadlines or reach a certain degree of quality. When things like that come up, just go for it. And then sometimes it's as drastic and just as simple as not wanting to improve for whatever reason. It could be that, where you're at, it's your style. And I say that with air quotes. Or you just don't want to put in the work. Or maybe you're just a little scared. Again, scared of failure, criticism, letting yourself down. Now, I say all of this, but I'm guilty of all these things too, as you'll come to see as I continue to make these videos. But what if one day we were to overstep the bounds of our fear and doubt, and we discover that we actually like painting using watercolor way more than doing digital art? Or what if we actually try to understand how to draw hands, and in this self-discovery we end up becoming really, really good at it? All of these things end up becoming a staple in our art. And at that point, would you look back and ask, why didn't I try this earlier? What was I so afraid of? Now, on the flip side, what if you didn't like it? So what? You're just trying something new, and you found out that it wasn't really your vibe. You didn't enjoy it, so move on. But it wasn't like you failed at something you were comfortable in. It was more so an experiment. Now, imagine you had stayed in your comfort zone and one day you worked on a piece and it didn't work out. And of course, we're all going to have those days. You can't avoid it. Wouldn't you feel more unmotivated and down, defeated? Wouldn't you just be casting more doubt on yourself, questioning the work you've been doing up until this point in time? So by stepping out and experimenting, rather than running the risk of defeat, you've actually gained some clarity and hopefully some skills. And now you're on your way to improvement. That said, it's always easier said than done, and I will say that in most cases, you will always know when you absolutely don't want to do something. Rather than, being hesitant or fearful, there are times when you do know. In those cases, okay, pass on it. If you don't like drawing mechs or gore, don't do it. Chances are it's not worth your time and energy. But if there is some inkling of excitement or hope that it'll get you to where you want to be, go for it. After all, do you think all the great artists we follow got to where they are by being comfortable? So don't be afraid. Jump in. Or take it slow, dip your toes in, and take it one step at a time. But I urge you to keep pushing and don't settle on something because it's what you think is your best, or if you're scared. Especially early on in your art journey. Don't lock yourself into a style, method, medium. Play around. Take the bumpier road. It's these mini trials that we put ourselves in that push us to become better, be it art or anything, really. And here's a bonus tip that I use when experimenting with something that is unknown, and that is by having little to no expectations of what the outcome should be. Just try. Like this. I guess there's no better way to talk about comfort zone than by stepping out of it yourself. I mean, making this video wasn't easy for me, but I did it anyways. I've sat on it for so long, waiting for things to be perfect. Timing, quality, weather. Yet here I am recording this at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I don't draw trees, especially trees on heads, but I'm giving it a try, and guess what? I had a lot of fun doing it, and I can honestly say I learned a lot, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm going to reflect on moving forward to continue improving. I mean, I'm sure you're looking at this work and you can see the areas that I'm struggling in, like drawing the side profile of the face. Man, that was tough. And you can clearly see that my first iteration was pretty bad, but I ended up figuring it out, and I'm really glad that I did. Rather than just erasing it and excluding it from the piece, I went for it. And now I just feel like I've improved way more than if I had just not done it. But yeah, so there you go. Those are my thoughts on the comfort zone and how I believe stepping out of it can really help you develop into the person or artist you aspire to be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is the first time I'm doing this in a long time, so if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, I'm all ears. If you have any thoughts or ideas of what you'd like to see in the future, do let me know. If you're interested in connecting outside of YouTube, stop by and send me a message over on Instagram or Twitter. My inbox is always open. I do hope to continue doing more of these videos, so if you liked it, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button to stay up to date, and drop a comment, letting me know what you think and letting me know what steps you plan on taking to expand your comfort zone. I look forward to reading your responses, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.